Alright, hi everybody, and welcome to another Common Barn update. Hope you've all had a good Easter. But I just thought I'd give you a quick little video on what's been going on, down the layout. Now, I was going to upload another video before this one, a local update, but before I do that, I just thought I'd show you some other things first. So let's start. Right, the area that we've been working on of late, the little mine area, it's progressed sort of. I haven't got around to doing the scenery yet, the more greenery around the little tunnel mouth there and things. But I've added some figures to the little narrow gauge shunter. A couple of guys there that just finished restoring it, getting it going. The little tippler wagons, they've had different levels of weathering and then stuck down. Got to put some little ballast loads in there, and then we've just added a couple of drums and a ladder and a girder, as per the little narrow gauge railway I saw at MC not so long since. So the area's had some items added, and all it needs is just the greenery around it, and then that area's finished. So not too bad, just adds a bit more interest behind the pond by the signal box. I have had the intention of going all out with the scenery and getting this side finished, the yard. I have moved some things around already. One item that's around in the yard is this little box van container type item. That's a model scene. I've just given that a heavy weathering. Not finished with it yet. I think I'll add some more like replacement panels to it and things. And then I just need to crack on. Get the whole of this left hand side of the yard done, and then scenery is done. And then once I've completed that, I'm going to finish the back scenes, and then I'm back to the completed state. So that's what's happened on the actual layout. We have had a vehicle addition down here in the yard. We have a mini pickup. That's a Carorama model. Love that. So yeah, so that's what's been happening, happening on the layout. Now the other things to show you are actually rolling stock. Now, before I show you this first wagon, I'll tell you how it came about. Now, just let me grab something. Here we have a camper van. Now, I picked this up the other day. It's a lot larger than 00. It's about the same size as my hand, so I'm not quite sure what scale it is. But it was an old battered toy camper van, and I grabbed it and I thought, ooh, I'll have a go at rat looking that a little bit and whatnot. So took it home, took it all apart. Now originally it was a white top with a green body. It had some rather tacky piece and flower transfers applied to the green body, and then it had a load of chrome bumpers, chrome wheels. So I took it apart. The roof, all I've done with the roof is I've added a black wash all over it. I may go back and add more of a black wash to it, but it was the bodywork I was looking forward to getting down, so I wanted to try a new weathering technique. Now I've kind of gone for a bit of a patina appearance, rust with original paintworks coming through, so it's quite colourful. But to achieve this, I used a sponge, a large sponge. I had a few enamel colours out, and I just sponged the whole thing to get this mottled patina-ish effect. And I think it came out quite well. And then I just whitened the bumpers, the wheels, and then black washed them a little bit as well. But once I'd done the paintwork, this sponging effect, and it's come out quite well, it got me thinking. So yeah, so that's the camper van, and then I was going through some of my modern era stock that I don't use, and I've sold a lot on eBay recently. And if you can cast your mind back way back to when I first started, I had a couple of network rail wagons, the Dapol ones, and I quite liked one of them, and I didn't really want to get rid of it, but obviously it was far too modern for common barn, so I thought I'd give this sponging effect a go on a wagon, and I think it's come out rather well. Now if I just roll it into shot, here is my Dapol network rail wagon. Now this was the bright yellow. I'd already given it a light dusting when I first bought it, and I'd added a ballast load, but obviously now it's on a preserve line and they're using it for, well, permanent weigh work and anything they can, so it couldn't stay in that state, you know, in a nice yellow. If they bought it from a mainline company, it must be a knackered one. So I attacked it with this sponging effect. Now I hope the camera can pick it out, but I'm really happy with this new technique. Well, I just love this wagon. So I'm definitely going to use this technique again. I'm going to have to make some little sponge sticks, I think, you know, get some sticks, cut a piece of sponge, you know, just so I've got a smaller sponge to work with, because it got a bit tricky with the large sponge, but I think it's come out quite well. You know, it's certainly more prototypical for a preserved railway now, so yeah. So I've kept the ballast load inside, I've added some junk in there, some sleepers and rail, a couple of drums and a little caterpillar digger. I've added the digger after a video I saw the other day on YouTube of one of these climbed into the back of an American boxcar. It climbed up some frames just using its scoop on the front, so I've sat that in there. And the other thing I've done is I've blacked out the network rail logo, as you see on wagons, you know, when other companies have them. So there you go. I think it's come out quite rather well now. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of that. So sponging with enamels. Right, so that's that wagon. There was a couple more wagons that came via eBay. Just bear with. The first one was this little 99p rival. This is an older Hormy flatbed that's had a repaint into yellow, some nice weathering applied, some really nice streaking around the metalwork, and then it's been converted into an NZB wagon. So when I get a nice tractor to sit on there, I think it's a tractor on a flatbed's a bit of a compulsory thing on model railways. So that was that. Another one was this. Now when you see this you may think why, but this is a Royal Mail brakeman, another 99p. This one, it's been worked on. The little balconies at the front have been painted into grey and the interior has been wood and brown. It had some really awful weathering on the sides and on the roof, so I attacked it with some white spirit, took it all back, touched it up where the previous owner had made a mess, and then I've just black washed it a few times, and it's come out really well. It's got chain link couplings fitted on the ends, and I got this because I just think it's a preserved feel, you know, a preserved railway. They're getting hold of whatever wagons they can, and you know, just to get a railway running. And we managed to pick up, albeit a Royal Mail one, but it was cheap, and now we have a brakeman for his train, so that's the story behind it anyway. So yeah, so they came from Lines and Locos off eBay. A very nice company to deal with, both 99p. And then, bear with again, these are right up at the station end, just bear with. Just a couple of box fans. I didn't have any box fans. It was the Keithy Model Railway exhibition last week. I picked these up for a £5. Again, they're older ones, mainline ones. But yeah, I don't actually have any box fans, so it's something I've been after, and I saw these two for a £5, so can't be bad. This one's still in fairly new. This one's had some slight weathering added, a slight dusting. So yeah, so we've got some nice box fans now pootling around. So that's a few extra wagons. Got this update. And that is basically it for this video. The next one will be a local update. Some fair bit of news to tell you local wise, so that will be the next video, and hopefully it won't be that long before it's uploaded. So yeah, so watch out for that. We'll be very soon. So until then, thanks for watching, and speak to you all later. Bye bye.